but it's just football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Can't get him to the ground. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Running to the right here. These guys have really performed at a high level. The task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Unleashes one. Long to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set out. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Trying to power it in. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Knife-off team, everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So LSU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Deep legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll try to field it and bring it back.
Returner is tackled down at the 30. And the offense will be...
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Now to throw. He's turning it loose into the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive.
And catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd and goal for this offense. Robinson looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. And lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. It is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You seem to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Tigers will hustle to the line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. Receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And the defense gets loose. Down he goes again. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's got great speed. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his...
It's complete! And he will house it! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're lining up to boot it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. They're bringing heat. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. They'll line up to punt it away. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. That's caught. It's Avery. Well, a reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but ball in space.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 30. And he's got a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They try to pop a run on the draw. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He'll pull it down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Avery. Makes the grab, and it's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and... They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They want to just keep throwing it. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking. He play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big guy. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Their timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And Shore tackling them from getting to the first down marker. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game. Play in that first half.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every...
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This offense has a second down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's not... Field, he'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looking for a block. It's Avery. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Offense getting set for first down. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Running back searching for a hole. Shows him the stiff arm.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 30. They up, it's still short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense did a disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front, giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he falls on his own fumble, and coughing it up on a return would have been a disaster. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You can tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Crosses the 30. He's got away. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. A first down for the offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Pick up and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. So will the beatdown, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep keep them from getting the first down. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. The give to the single back. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Collins. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with the clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. What a disappointment. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Feeling some heat. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket starts to collapse. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Open space at the 25. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 4 over Ball State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. To the air. It's Collins coming after him. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And the defense has got it there trying to pick up some yards. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with this fundamentals.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being all over the field.
Short fields make successful off what they want here. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Fields. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Robinson will throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Finds his man enough for the first. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Leaves it with the back. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a
takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulldogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Getting some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Time to take a shot. Snags it all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
One of my coaches always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. Sometimes you just got to throw the football away. Sometimes you got to tuck the football down and run. QB standing back in the pocket, sitting there with the ball exposed. Sometimes it leads to a fumble.
Turns it on in midfield. Afterburner's coming. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field, running.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Robinson looking to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Now 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Powers through the defender.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 3rd down, going up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Paul, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's 1st quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. The offense threatening, close to the end now with a new set of downs. grabbed behind the line. It's Avery. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Made it harder on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Steps away to find some room. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking for a gap. It's Lee. And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Running it back, it's Avery. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He now has 106 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Got his man on the right. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the move is the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Discards him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Pulls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And now on, it's not 4th down, it's 3rd down, and the field goal unit's out there. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that's already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Runs out of bounds.
First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Robinson will throw. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Buys a little time. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Fires to the big fella. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Good right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. He's...
Ball carried by the running back.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
1st down for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. On target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Pulls it in. And they really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. After this, it'll be a wrap. The give to the back. Hits him with the stiff arm, and now he's got room. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, all game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.